Everybody in LA is writer, actor, producer, director,
And what's
artist.
wrong with that?
The template.
If that's what your dream is, then do it. No matter how many people are doing it.
That's how many.
Come to LA
And
and
she's
do it.
doing it. She's actually doing it. She's winning awards. She's on my side of the champion table, winning festivals. She's writing scripts. She's getting big roles.
What is this,
I've
a
seen you
WWE
post-
introduction?
Because
Winning
we're gonna
festival.
because
Woo!
you want to break her down, and I'm building her up.
Oh, that's great,
Because
George. That's great.
She is amazing.
I don't feel that he's breaking me down.
That's
I
good.
think he's
See?
being honest. There are a lot of women that come
Thank
here,
you.
or
Thank
people,
you, Charlena.
period.
Yo, you know
But
what?
we're
Thank
in
you.
LA.
Thank you, Lime Green. I see you, brown eyes.
You're
Here's the thing. We are in LA, and the concept is, what do you do when you come up to all these people who say that they're all doing the same thing, and it's the girl who's waiting tables at Chin Chin's? Do you feel it's the same? Because that person says the exact same thing you just said.
I mean, as long as you're out here hustling and doing what you got to do to make your dream come true, then hey, a lot of people have the same story.
What percentage of people do you think are actually hustling and doing the things?
I don't know.
To make their
I
dreams
just know
come
what
true?
I'm doing.
Okay.
And what my friends are doing.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I'm around hustlers and I'm doing it. So if you're around me, I want you to be doing what you got to do to make your dreams come true.
That's what's up.
So two.
I would say 30%.
So
Like, that's
two-
great. That's great. What you said was great.
Yeah.
30%.
Two-
Jordan, what
two-
percentage do you think?
Before he hits a percentage,
What
right?
percentage?
To Tehran's point, and I'm gonna give him a nod
don't
on
be
this.
my friend now.
I'm not your
don't
friend.
Be my friend
We are
now.
not friends.
No, give her the WWE intro.
No, you don't get the WWE.
Yo.
That's how little I like you. But
Yeah.
to your point, you're right. You're right about something. There are people out there who go to like a T-shirt, online T-shirts where you can just upload a logo and print it, and all of a sudden they're a CEO of a clothing company. So there are people who stretch who are a bit delusional.
But here's the thing. To me, they're not,
Percentage-
hold on, but they're not delusional. To me, even those people, at least they're doing something. There are a lot of people who don't even
Who don't
do
even
that,
go that
and
far.
they're the ones who are delusional.
I understand, and
that's what my
and
problem
there are
is.
people who throw out titles. We are in an industry with new media, which calls for people to be versatile. But what we need to not forget is you do need to practice the crafts that you're projecting out there, because what you don't want to happen is you say that you're a writer, you get hired to write, and you can't write. Same with acting, same hosting. So the reminder to everyone out there, I like to look at it in a positive way. There are these opportunities. You should go pursue these opportunities.
Yeah.
But as Tehran said, actually pursue them. Don't just project them.
Don't just say that that's what you do. Here's the what all have you been on?
Well,
Let's give a resume.
I'm a athlete. So I started in the game doing fitness modeling. I still do that.
Athlete,
as well.
what did you-
I played tennis. So I played in LA. I
you-
grew up playing tennis.
You played tennis?
For real tennis. Like
Aye.
I played tournaments every single weekend.
Yeah.
I had practice every single day
Mm.
after school and on the weekends when I didn't have tournaments. I got a full scholarship to play tennis at the #1 HBCU, which is FAMU.
Wow.
They gave me a full
Okay,
ride.
I don't think that's the number one.
that's my
WW
number one
Tennis
at
E.
HBCU.
Wow. WWT.
HU,
WW
you know.
Tennis.
Oh, Howard?
No, that's not where I went. But
okay.
I'm
Well,
from DC,
I'm
so
for
I actually
Howard, too.
I went to a real school, so like it's like the concept.
Jeez.
Tehran.
I'm white. Like I go to
No, you're not.
white schools.
But it's okay. Rep your school.
Yeah.
But I played tennis. I
Yeah.
came back to LA and I did a lot of fitness modeling, commercials. I've been in like at least 10 to 15 commercials, which is
Significant.
a blessing.
Huge
because
blessing.
it's hard for people to book. Do you know how many people are out here that are trying to do the same thing? When you go to auditions, there's tons of people there for that same
yes.
role.
Yeah, we just saw an
So-
audition for it.
Right, to get
That
a job.
wasn't even an
It was a
audition for a
job.
role. That was a
It was a
job
job.
at Dream
That was
Hotel,
for
where
a
we are.
job.
We do our studios are at Dash Dream Hotel in Hollywood.
When I do my
Sheesh.
castings in Hollywood, and I'm not even speaking on the larger projects, when I do them for my independent projects, I'll post a role, I'll get sometimes up to 3,000
Yeah,
submissions.
same thing happens when I
Submissions.
post on Facebook for girlfriends. So listen,
You
let's-
wouldn't have a problem getting a
Awkward.
girlfriend, do you?
yo, it's because I didn't go to FAMU. If I went to FAMU,
You would
sheesh.
have that swag.
FAMU. You know, the HBCU discussion is one I actually have often because I remember there was a time where, especially there was this show Different World came out, and everybody wanted to go to HBCU, right? And no one realizes how impactful pop culture and representation is. they don't see it. They don't understand it sometimes because it's not always an immediate impact. It sometimes takes time. And that was a push for HBCUs, which has gone down again. It has gone down again. And people make the mistake of thinking an HBCU is not a good school when oftentimes they're excellent schools. They are excellent schools. And yet, even on job resumes, the only people that give a strong accreditation to HBCUs are other people who went to an HBCU.
So can I hear you say that they are, in fact, real schools?
They're amazing schools.
Yeah.
Really?
Honestly, they're amazing schools. It depending on what you study. Let's also. I'm not going. I'm not going to Virginia Union for med school. That's not the doctor I'm going to. Okay, let's be a little honest. Let's be real. But FAMU's an excellent school. HBCU's an excellent school. Hampton's an excellent school. Clark and Spelman are both excellent schools. I mean, we have a lot of strong HBCU and HBCU culture. Did you find there was a different atmosphere going to an HBCU?
Oh, yes, especially coming from LA. I'm an LA girl. I mean, I was born in Detroit, but I was raised here.
Yeah,
I
you
moved
were.
Here when I was 7. How do you know?
If you watch the show more, you'd understand.
You'd understand Detroit.
Yeah. So
going to FAMU was a culture shock for me. I mean, I was around my people, but being in LA, there's so many different types of people that are here. And my high school was very diverse. We had every race there is went to Laces. We had so many different types of people there. So going to FAMU was different for me. And I didn't get adjusted there at first. It was hard to adjust there my first semester. And I went there, I was kind of, new and this is weird. Came back home, was here in LA for that Christmas break, and I was ready to go back to school. And after that, I just had so much fun.
You
just
adapted.
To be around. Yeah, I adapted quick. Like after that first, I had a hard semester dealing with, family issues and stuff going into FAMU, but I went.
So then you adapted, you prospered, and when you came back, was it hard to readapt? To your original environment.
I don't think it's ever hard to readapt to what you are. Do you know what I'm saying? I just brought LA to FAMU, and there was there were California people there. We had a California club. There were people there that were similar to me, and most of my friends weren't even from LA. They were from the South, so. I'm a Pisces. I'm fluid. I can get along.
Oh, because you're a Pisces. That's why. I understand.
Yeah.
Being a Pisces means
you are from LA.
Means that you just are from LA. Like, I've never really been. Are you a zodiac person, George?
I wasn't until those little charts or those little things they write actually started adding up to my life, and I was like, I am a Libra.
They were like, oh, you have.
Oh, I love Libras. What's your sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, I like Aquarius.
And whatever an Aquarius is, apparently I'm a very much an Aquarius, because everyone is like, oh, every zodiac
They're leaders.
Guru and fortune teller is like, you're an Aquarius.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I am.
Aquarius about their money.
Yeah.
They don't play about their money.
We don't play, bro. We don't play. Let's find out if you play, okay? And we play a little game here called Either Or, in which we basically advocate for our panelists to choose between either or. Okay. This way we get to know you a little better, and we may or may not analyze you.
So, the either or, as Teron said, there unfortunately isn't a gray area. Okay, so it's one or two. You got to pick between the two options. Oh, okay. You're strongly encouraged to. As Teron said, we don't force anyone. And the first, either or. All right, and no pressure. You may be psychoanalyzed.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar or Big Sean?
Detroit and LA.
I took it. That was strong. I saw what you did there, and I was impressed. I was impressed with the question because I knew you were going to say something else, but then you picked up on a tone.
Picked up on the tone.
Because you listened.
I listened.
George, listen.
I'm going to say Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick.
Yes.
Interesting. George.
So it took you a little while to arrive to the Kendrick, because you are the type of person who's very proud of where you come from.
Yes.
Yeah. As we heard in your college experience, even going to this black college, you still were proud of being from this very diverse environment. Although you are black, you take pride in your roots and upbringings.
Absolutely.
So it took you a little bit of time to decide on Kendrick over Big Sean, which was a sign of your loyalty to Detroit. It's still a part of you.
Yes.
You still got love for Detroit.
Yeah.
You went for Kendrick, but ultimately, what Kendrick stands for speaks larger to you at the end of the day than what Big Sean stands for. In terms of, because they both stand for positive things, but Kendrick, again, circling back to the roots and a little less materialism, although you like your nice things, that's why you still appreciate Big Sean. At the end of the day, your loyalty cannot be purchased at all.
Absolutely
and
not.
that's why Charlena went with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I think Big Sean is dope.
Dope.
He's
up
very
there
dope.
too.
He's up there.
too.
Dope.
You know, I'm
Dope.
not gonna take that. But you told me to pick out of the two, so I would go with Kendrick.
Do you have a friend here?
Yes.
Perfect. That's perfect. We'll let you write in.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So Kendrick, what would, just while we're on it, before we switch to the next question, if you had to say your favorite Kendrick song, what would be the Kendrick song?
You know, I don't have a favorite Kendrick song because I like all of them.
You like them all?
I like them all. I love what he represents. I'm a huge Kendrick fan.
You know, Kanye West once said, "I make perfect music. I've never made a bad song." Do you feel the same way about Kanye, or is this only
I
Kendrick?
don't feel the same way about Kanye.
And how do you feel
I used
about?
to feel that way.
And how do you feel about your friend who just walked in?
Hi, Christina. You're beautiful.
Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Nice to have
What's
you.
up? I'm
Welcome,
Christina. What?
Christina.
We're playing a game either or where we give you
Okay.
two choices. You kind of pick because we're trying to
All right, well,
understand who
I'm
you are as a
good with
person.
games.
And then we just had what was the choice?
The
Kendrick
choice
Lamar
Kendrick or Big Sean?
and Big Sean. And then she chose Kendrick and gave a whole vibe. I'm going to just give my analysis of this. Lesbian. And here's the thing about that,
my.
right?
Why did you just look so violated?
Yo, I'm so violent. No, the concept is I feel like Black Pride means a lot to you. Kendrick, hometown hero. You went with the choice. And also, if you had to choose between Kendrick Lamar's career and Big Sean, who's dope, Kendrick Lamar has just had more of a profound and prolific because it's a variety of different things than Big Sean
Pulitzer
has.
Prize,
It stayed.
bro.
It stayed.
But I like what he's
Kendrick.
talking
Stayed
about,
around,
what
yeah.
he
Sure.
represents more
Sure.
than anything.
Of course,
they're
and that's
both
the thing.
big artists.
Definitely.
Big Sean, I'm not taking away from him. He's great, but Kendrick's the man.
Big Sean actually has my wedding song. He actually sang the song that just means the most to me, like when in terms of like stuff like that. I don't fuck with you. Okay,
That's
so
your
listen.
weddings.
That's gonna
You must be divorced.
Yo,
You
that's the thing. No, actually, no, that's the thing. That hurt my heart. That hurt my heart.
I don't know what he is.
If you would choose Kendrick Lamar or Big Sean, who would you choose?
Okay.
Yeah,
I love Big Sean because I'm a dancer as well, so I toured with Big Sean.
way more fun.
It was great. But
3 years ago,
I'm gonna have to go with Kendrick because 3 years ago. What?
Big Sean. 3 years ago, popping. Okay, I'm
No,
so sorry.
I'm gonna have to go with Kendrick for the same reason too, because I believe that it is so important nowadays for our kids to have a positive message in music when
Yeah.
it's so much music that's out.
I don't think
that is
people listen to all of Kendrick's music, but
poison.
yeah.
I mean, they
When they
might
say
not.
stuff like that, like, they don't listen to the whole. They only listen to
They're
like.
talking about Kendrick, not K-Dot.
Yeah, they're not
K-Dot.
listening. They're not listening to all the things he raps about, but he does have a good, strong message.
He does. He
They
does.
don't
It's better
have to,
than
though, because the big songs that make it on out there are songs that are still like very
Yeah.
important for our young people to hear
Yeah.
about, which
absolutely.
is dope.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
What you got, Teron? What's your
let's
either
change
or?
gears. Let's go with Venus or Serena. Go. Yeah.
I'm gonna let her answer.
Both.
No. No.
Why?
Let me explain the game.
Okay.
Let me explain the game because you weren't here.
I wasn't.
It's either or. Now I understand it's so difficult. There's a lot of rules. A lot of people don't understand rules. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I explain this when I explain with white people. They don't understand rules. They'll be like, I don't. How do you get along with black people? And I'll be like, okay, these are the rules. Number one, treat black people with respect and equally. Number two, don't say the word nigger. And they're like, no, there's so many rules.
You have to say that one.
Yo, so this is a similar.
Okay.
This is even less rules. There's one rule,
Just
either
one, either.
or.
The one that dropped it hot.
Yeah,
I'ma
yeah. So
have to go-
when you
I'ma-
whisper on radio, it doesn't really work. But like it's
Like we heard everything.
like we heard, but we didn't.
That
yeah.
was meant for you guys to
Okay.
hear. I'm gonna rock with Serena, just because
Serena.
she
Okay.
dropped
Hater.
it like it was hot.
You're hating.
No,
You're
she
hating
dropped
on me.
it like it was hot. And I'm a dancer. Again,
No.
there we go.
Charlene.
I can't make that. I can't do that because I'm in the tennis game. So they're both. I have to.
They're
say
both great.
I can't pick one.
So let's pretend we were playing either or, okay? And then in this game of either or that we're pretending we're playing, you would have to choose because it's the difficult decision that makes it a fun game. So if you had to choose one or the other.
I would say Venus.
Venus? Okay. And because you said that, now I'm going to have to let Serena know that you chose Venus.
Can. But
Picture.
Venus is the older sister. If
Yeah.
you're going to make me choose one.
Are you the oldest?
No, I have an older sister.
You have an older sister, so you chose.
So I followed her. She was the
Interesting.
first one
She
who
played
started
tennis.
tennis.
That's what I was trying
So
to
that's what
George?
Venus did. So I would
Would you
have
like
to
to-
choose
So
Venus.
let's start with Charlene.
And for the sake of time,
Venus.
let's-
we'll make it quick. Okay. So Charlene understands that behind every man is an even greater woman, and that under a woman's guidance, magic can happen. So you're respecting the guidance of Venus and almost birthing Serena to manifest her destiny.
Oh, that was.
You
really
believe in
beautiful.
sisterhood.
Yeah.
Sisterhood is one of the top 5 pillars of
He
your
writes
life.
fortune cookies on the side. No one
Of your
knows
life.
about
No,
that.
you write the fortune cookies. I write poetry
Yo.
to your exes. So the point is that
That's weird.
You see
That's
this
a weird thing to write
sisterhood.
to.
They asked for it.
That would go in a rap.
The sisterhood.
Exactly.
I'm
That's-
on my head.
which I've never understood. Why?
And the Serena, the dancer in you.
The dance.
Yeah.
She's a dope dancer.
Dope
and actress,
dancer.
by the way.
Thank you, darling.
Well, when she said she danced on tour with Big Sean, I'd assume that you have to be
it wasn't for Big Sean. He was just on the tour.
On the tour.
Yeah.
So I'd assume you'd have to be a certain caliber of dancer to be along the ranks of these names. And the Serena, the dancing momentum outside of just tennis, momentum in life, letting go, having fun stands for what you represent. Coming alive, making people around you feel alive. And that's why you're vibing with the Serena energy.
That's real. That sounded beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Trey Songz. Look, here's the thing I would like to say. Right.
Oh, you going to throw a shade?
It's not.
You're
It's not a
throwing more
shade.
shade.
It's
Okay.
not a shade. There's no shade. What shade?
We don't say that name around here.
Mr. Steal Your Girl. I think you are a very protective person. You are a loyal person, Charlena, and that protectiveness and loyalty. Also, you are a person who does not mind guidance from someone you think is worthy.
Right.
So that's good. Great. Beyond reproach. Appreciate it. Now, Christine?
Yes.
Is it Christine? Okay.
Yes.
I just want to make sure that I pronounce that right.
Perfect.
You're a hater, and here's the reason why. Because everyone loves her.
I've
You
been
could have
here.
chose Venus. No one chooses Venus. Even the
Well,
dad didn't choose
I
Venus.
mean-
Once Serena started winning, everybody forgot the fuck about Venus. Venus was winning first.
Serena
no
was
one
huge,
cared about
too.
Poor-
once
poor
Venus started.
Venus, but Serena's
started
dope.
winning.
Don't say poor Venus now.
Serena started winning.
Serena's
Next
in
thing
her
you know,
bag.
people didn't even mind.
Serena's in her
They didn't even
bag.
like Venus.
You
They were
know?
saying Venus looked like Harriet Tubman
See
on
what
a
I-
$20 bill. Like that's what happened once Venus. Oh man, Serena.
Go to sleep.
I'm just saying.
You already in a row.
Okay, let's
keep
get
the
to our
show
next.
rolling.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
keep
Let's
the
go to
show
this.
rolling.
I'm just. Oh my God! Everyone act like Venus never did nothing. Like Serena. Like come on, Venus was there too.
Can I introduce the crush?
Yeah,
today?
please. What is okay? Every week we choose a crush and a crush type, and we appreciate you like working within the confines. We pick this type. This week's type is
Specifically selected for my good friend Charlena, your white guy crush.
I think it's Charlena,
Yeah.
not with E. She Charlie or Charlene.
Okay, my white guy crush.
Yeah.
I used to. I'm not gonna say that.
No. Be real. Yeah, you used to. Say it.
I guess Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew
Matthew
McConaughey. Okay.
He's pretty dope. He
Yeah,
can
yeah,
cook.
it's dope.
He's a Southern gentleman.
He's Southern gentleman. Yeah, I understand.
You got
He
rhythm.
knows about the culture too.
Yeah, Magic Mike.
Yeah.
Mike. Yeah. And the culture, because it's like
That's
down south.
important.
That's important. FAMU, I get it. Christine, no.
Yes. I'm going to have to go with, I don't know his name. What is his name? The Australian. He's an actor.
The Australian who played Wolverine,
No.
or the Australian that plays Thor.
No, he's fine too.
Or is it the Australia? I mean, that you
know.
just chose a
I know,
continent. You literally chose a continent.
I know.
Okay.
But he's rugged. Like he's
the rugged Australian.
What was
exactly
the Australian guy. He's Australian. But that's the Foster's for beer. That's the whole commercial.
He was
how
in
rugged
that. He
it
was in the
is.
movie.
We're a Google friendly show if you need to look it up.
Okay.
No. We need
I
to
know
figure this
his
out.
name. Come on, Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
Thank you, Gerard Butler.
That's the one. Gerard Butler.
That is it, right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that no one picked. I'm just surprised no one picked Aquaman. I see
He's
him.
not white.
He's not white. He's ethnically ambiguous.
He is.
Hawaiian or something, like Samoan or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, that's true.
Of him. But you know what? I had a conversation recently with people that tried to explain to me that The Rock in movies is diversity, and I was like, no, it's not.
It's not.
Or how Jason Momoa in a movie is diversity. I'm like, no,
It's
it's not. I don't think you guys understand the concept of diversity. Had a whole conversation. They were like, well, The Rock is half Hawaiian, half black. And I'm like, yeah, and he's white. Like, that's the concept. Like, I get
That's
it.
what they see him
I
as.
get it. I understand why you would love to push this agenda because it allows for you to escape a lot of things.
Exactly.
However, that's not how it works.
I agree.
It is. That's the thing.
But The Rock is half black, so just so you know.
The Rock is half
He's
black.
an African American
But
man.
he's not. Like, if The Rock said nigga, I'd have a problem. Like, I'd have to have a conversation. I'd have to have a conversation. Like, I'd be
The
like,
Rock is
excuse me,
black.
sir, I know you're big. No. Like, I just couldn't. You just couldn't. I just don't. I'm sorry. No,
What's
you're not. Stop
popping or stopping, Toronto?
Our popping or stopping this week. Our popping or stopping this week is this is a fun one. Manscaping. It's a trend of men do that we want to know your opinion on as female expert panelists. Manscaping. Do we all know what manscaping is?
No clue.
Manscaping
You know, that's because you are
is
wonderful women who just love
I think
guys
I have
with
an idea, but I'm not
bushy
sure.
balls.
It's
So
the
manscaping
cleanup,
is when you
the
trim
cleanup.
up, you clean up of
That's
your
what I don't
genitalia.
like
Body
that.
hair.
Smells.
First of all, that's very important.
You don't like what?
That's fantastic.
You don't like what?
Actually.
You don't like
You
the
what?
manscape or the hair at all?
I don't like hair.
Yeah, I think
At all.
I think manscaping is fantastic.
So you like bald genitalia
That's
men?
fine.
So what you're alluding to is the clean shave,
Yes.
but the manscape is when you leave a little and you have a.
A little
No,
or
no,
a
Manscaped, you can
bush.
shave it off. You can.
Manscaping.
It's whenever you trim down there. It's whenever you do.
It has
any-
a
you know how I feel. I
shapeliness.
feel men want women to be clean when they.
Some don't care.
Some
Some
don't.
guys just don't care.
Okay, well,
Black
majority,
guys. Black guys.
majority of men
Jamaican.
want women to be
like we're going. Okay.
spick and span. So I think it's
Yeah, it's important.
perfectly fine
So,
for
but
a
do
man
you,
to
do you
be spick
prefer a
and
guy
span.
that has it trimmed down there, does extra?
Yeah, no, I need it. I'm gonna need it trimmed up.
Yes.
Trim down. So we're going
Trim
with
down.
we're going
Trimmed
with
up,
pop.
trimmed down,
We're going
trim
with
to the sides,
popping.
trim to the
Popping
left,
means guys
Popping.
keep manscaping.
Yes.
We heard it. We
My
heard it from the
fiance
best.
manscapes.
All right, there we go.
Absolutely. So it's popping.
So we heard it from the best, and I agree. I agree. I also feel more comfortable as a man being manscaped.
Yeah.
So, and being of Middle Eastern descent, it's a very important thing for me to remember to do.
That's what's up. So manscaping
y'all-
is trimming or complete removal of hair.
Okay.
So it's a
So
concept.
for a woman, is it womanscaping?
I don't think that's what it's called.
That could be weird.
That
It's a lot
would,
of
I mean,
syllables.
it just doesn't sound as the alliteration is
It's
just not
not,
there.
okay.
It's just not. I don't write the
It
rules.
doesn't
I just
flow.
read them. I just read them. Every week we get questions from the listener. Thank you all for your questions and your submissions. We hope we answer them to the best of our abilities. Please email us your questions at.
Hit us up, imperfectgshow@gmail.com.
This week our question comes from Rosie O. Don't Know.
Rosio don't know S. My boyfriend and I have been together for a while.
This might be right up your alley, Christina.
Okay.
He recently proposed to me, which I have secretly been hoping for a little while. Problem is, he did it during intercourse. My friends have all these cute stories they share about getting engaged, and mine is not really shareable. I mean, I love him and it shouldn't matter, but it does. Worst part is, I started a big fight a couple days after for no reason. What should I do?
Okay, Rosie. Oh, don't know. I got you, girl.
Oh, don't know.
I think you need to analyze whether you care about what other people think or whether you really want to marry this man. Because if it's about what other people think, then yeah, you want this grand proposal story of how he proposed to you on the top floor of the Eiffel Tower. But if it's really about him, and if you love him, and if you want to be with him for the rest of your life, then I think it really doesn't matter how he proposed. I got an amen corner.
Do you agree?
I agree with her, and I also don't think that's a bad proposal.
Yeah, because we don't have details. What if he was hitting it from the back, like, marry me, girl?
There's nothing wrong with that either.
That might
That
be a
means
little-
this is what he wants to
a
be
girl
with.
after my own heart. Here's my thing. I have to agree with Christina. I like that concept of it doesn't matter that it's do you want him or the story? Even though and I would advocate this instead of starting fights. Why don't you have a conversation?
Absolutely.
And be like, hey, this is what my dream proposal would be. I would like a proposal like this.
Yeah.
So-
and you know, I'll say this. I think like nowadays, like we're so caught up on social media and what you want something recorded so that the world can see. And the reality is behind closed doors, it might not be as beautiful as what the world sees, you know? So I think it's really important for people to water the reality of their situation as opposed to trying so hard to look a certain way
100%.
to everybody else.
I'm just wondering if Rosie or don't know. Did you say yes during the intercourse? Did he slip the ring on while y'all were still doing
he
it?
hitting it right. I mean,
then he
everyone say
managed to
yes.
get the
You know what I'm
ring
saying?
and put it
Sometimes
on.
you say yes and don't even have no
Cool,
proposal. You're like,
let's do
I
another
want
proposal
to marry
so
you.
people can
I
know.
just don't
Did
know.
you ask my daddy?
Yeah.
But or you could do.
I know it's weird to bring up at this
But
moment,
at
but
that
did you
moment,
ask my daddy?
He
He is
is
your
the
daddy.
daddy.
Okay, so
I'm
let's
sorry.
get to
Keep going.
let's get to sharing is caring. And sharing is caring is we all know sharing secrets is the best way to have people know about you. So we ask that you share a secret, a moment that our listeners have asked to hear about. This one is, what was your first time like?
I don't remember that.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. The denial. I get that. That could be a good or bad thing. I don't know. I can take that in so many ways. It could be like real. It could be like, but it could be like you don't remember it. It could be like there's so many people you don't remember anymore. Like it could go any way.
I
But
don't remember.
Christina, do you have something to add to this?
I'm actually a virgin. I don't know if you've seen Jane the Virgin, but I'm.
Oh, you're Jane the Virgin. That's your baby, though, right?
Oh, well, Jane the Virgin was artificial.
What's your baby's name?
His name is Cairo.
Oh, his name is Cairo. It's not
Cairo,
Jesus. Okay.
welcome.
I was just asking. See, no
Cairo's
one ever likes to
famous.
talk about their first time.
adorable.
George, do you have a first time to share?
So this is weird. Teron wasn't involved during my first time, but he was kind of in the house.
I was there.
He
I
was
there.
in the house. Okay.
Wait, he was
in the
involved,
room,
or he
though.
I
wasn't
wasn't
involved?
He wasn't involved.
okay.
I wasn't involved, but
Okay.
it may or may not have been with one of our friends' moms. So listen,
Wait a minute.
let's get to our topic.
It
You know, it
happens.
doesn't even matter. It doesn't even
It
matter.
happens.
Shout out to Miss Johnson.
Yo, what's up, Miss
Big
Johnson?
Shout out to
Hey,
hey,
Miss
Can we give a
I'm gonna
shout
come.
out?
Miss
to
Johnson, I'm gonna come visit
Miss
you in the
Johnson?
nursing home
Yo,
soon.
no, she's not in a nursing
a
home. Have you seen her Instagram?
I have.
Miss Johnson is
Is she
bad.
fine?
Oh
Miss
my!
Johnson-
Listen,
Well,
Miss Johnson was
clearly-
bad when we were like teenagers.
If
Miss
she
Johnson
was
is
doing it with her friend,
bad.
her son's friend.
Yeah.
Miss
Doing
Johnson
it,
is
yo.
off the
But
chain.
tell me why.
Johnson's
Doing it.
But-
That's why-
but it
and
wasn't
you know, I've
Johnson.
never let it go.
But look,
Doing
to be
it
real,
is
it
still my
wasn't
thing.
me. We have this friend named Greg Carey.
No, it was him.
And it was Greg
On
Carey.
top of that, well, how come Mr. Johnson came home? All right, let's talk about our topic this week. Let's topic this week. In this week's topic, every week we pick a topic that relates to us and our personal lives, and we try to take them from pop culture. In this one, we would like to talk about, in a world where titles are less and less common, especially coming from someone who just recently got engaged. Titles are less and less common. Can you have a successful relationship without the title?
The title, some people call it a label. Do you need that to have a successful relationship?
I do.
Absolutely.
I'm not about we.
Right. I feel like it's about the commitment,
Yes.
but without the. I feel like if you are truly committed, what is the problem with adding a title?
So what's the concept of, let's all define titles. So
Okay.
So Charlena, you're saying you need to be called someone's girlfriend. You need someone to introduce you as their girlfriend.
I'm not saying I need that. I'm saying, but if I'm
You said
dealing
I
with-
do.
if
And
we're-
I didn't even
if
propose.
we're-
You were like, I do.
If we're dealing with each other and we're doing things that boyfriend girlfriend
That you don't
do,
remember?
I don't
Things that you don't remember?
that stuff.
Yeah.
Then yes, I do.
You need the title and you need the introduction.
Right. Yes. At this point in my life, yes. I do.
How soon into dating does that title need to happen?
I mean, it depends on what we do.
Oh, so if we okay,
It depends on what we're
Hit him
doing.
with the theory. Hit him with the theory.
If we're doing stuff, then
No,
you're
with
my
the theory.
boyfriend.
Okay.
With the title that says that,
So-
you're my
Absolutely.
boyfriend.
So I'm gonna throw out some stuff. Sis.
Theory.
Number one.
Theories.
So if we get it in, we're date like we're official. That's what you're saying. So
Not right now at this point in my life. Yes, like I'm very selective with people that I would do anything with now. So nowadays, period. So yes,
because you're at the mature level where you're like, I need a permanent relationship. I'm looking for marriage.
I'm open to marriage,
Yo.
not looking for marriage.
So what? So what's the concept of the title? Why is that so important? Why does it matter what word is being used?
I didn't say the word was important. I am telling you that if I'm dating someone, that is would rather be in a relationship. I don't want to just be out here, kicking it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do
is
that.
different than the title. Commitment and title are two different things.
I want the commitment and the title. I want all of it. I want everything because you want everything from me.
Ding, 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 ding.
I mean,
And everything to you
it
is
depends
what
on
we know what it is.
It depends on what everything
So,
is. We'll get to that later.
okay.
So let's ask the professional
yeah.
ring collector.
the ring
How-
bearer.
How did you, when you were
ring whisperer.
getting married, all right, did you give some rules?
She's
did you give
engaged.
some engaged? Sorry.
Engaged, yeah.
Did you have a timeline? Did you have rules?
I did not have a timeline, but I did have what I would not do unless we were in a relationship. We didn't have sex until we were in a relationship, because
Yeah, that's what I felt. The baby. I'm on board with that. Baby.
The
Baby
baby
didn't
said,
agree
"Go,
with you
mama."
either.
That's
yeah.
what that was.
right.
No,
That
the
baby
baby
said,
was
"You
like,
right,
yo."
mommy.
Yes.
You right."
Baby was like,
And we weren't.
Obviously, that title wasn't birth control. Anyway, go on, please.
I need you to calm down.
I'm just listening.
I know.
I'm just
down.
listening.
Thank you.
I'm a sponge.
Okay, awesome.
I'm a sponge. I just soak up what
We'll
you.
soak it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like too many women today
Too many.
are giving away the cookie for free
Yeah.
just because they think that is going to.
So we advocate prostitution. I get it. I'm
Absolutely.
listening.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
If that's what you want to call it, yes, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Nothing's
I'm
free
listening.
in this world.
I'm just listening.
Not even water.
And I'll throw out a
even
theory and I'll
water,
explain
yo.
to you later. So go on.
But no, I think it's very important as a woman. First of all, if you don't want a commitment, if the title is not important to you, I think you need to analyze why. For one, like, is it a deeper than that? Like, oh, I don't need the commitment because why? Because you.
No. Let's stop using commitment and title interchangeably.
Okay,
They are not the same.
I don't need the title because are you a?
Yo, the
They
funny
see
thing is
something.
they are
The
selecting.
baby-
girls-
Listen,
The baby
see
was going to
women.
fall.
it's not about
They
girls.
see women.
No.
That's
Actually,
what-
we've been
what
doing
was
this
it?
for. Okay, so George and I both throw shows.
Uh-huh.
Okay, they have more people here.
What is this?
For their? We're
they're
counting the
having
number.
We're counting.
So every time, see, it wasn't about the woman actually,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you why. And I'm gonna tell you something that's actually it's a little racist about me. I'm not okay. I know I look like the black guy that dates white women. I
Yeah.
don't. I'm actually not a fan of that personally. Personally, it's a personal choice.
I didn't think that.
It's
But
a
okay,
personal
go
choice.
ahead.
I just no, I do because even when we're out, like I was like, oh my god, you need to meet my friend. She loves black guys. I'm like, your friend's just a whore. Like I'm not really vibing with your friend. Kelly's not my type. Anyway, it's just a personal. We all have personal
Yeah.
choices. If I met someone, I'm not saying I would be opposed to it. It's just not my preference. So most of the people that are going there to audition for this job,
For a
happen to be
job,
white. But
not
what we're
an
saying
audition.
is,
It's a job.
every single one of these people is a job. They're like, I do shows every Monday and Thursday at the Laugh Factory, okay? So every time 20 people go in there, I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
They
Because look, there's
out-promoted.
guys there too. It's just a volume of people walking
It's the
in.
volume. It's not because you just turned around having your girl. You should have seen it when I was like, it was like the
Like,
best
how many
looking
people?
guy. It's
Yeah.
not
So
that.
what
They're
is
just
the job?
good-looking people.
We don't even know.
We don't even
They're
know.
probably
We're trying to
hiring for
figure it out.
everything.
Yeah.
No, they
Hosts.
said rooftop
server.
at the
Yeah.
highlight.
Oh,
But
that's
they're
what it
all
is.
good-looking
Rooftop
people,
pool.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, this is what my
And they-
fan base needs to be.
They have
Okay,
headshots.
gotcha.
Trust me, I have no problems if it was because of a girl. And it just happened that the girl you turn around with was my jam. Tall, like light skin, curly. That's my jam. That's my jam. You know what I'm saying?
Of
Like
course it's
like
your jam.
caramel.
I saw a white girl when I turned around.
Yeah, see, that wasn't my jam. That wouldn't be my jam. That would be like I'm allergic to that. Like I'm allergic to that gluten.
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just my personal preference. I don't have a problem with other people. I just understand like that everyone has a preference.
That's
This
your
is a
preference?
difference.
That's what you
My
like.
preference is an amazing soul.
But I'm not opposed to
How about you try and get on my level?
You know.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm
You're
good,
at
bro.
his
Hey,
level.
you know what? I've seen some of the girls that you've talked to. While some of them are bad, some of them are amazing souls. You know what I'm saying?
I am
Like
an
I'm good,
equal
bro.
opportunist.
You are an equal opportunist. Equal
I think
opportunist.
Amazing Souls is.
It's sweet until
Magnifique.
people are like, "Yo, that's not really Jordan's girlfriend, is it? That's not that's not an amazing soul."
She could draw better than you could ever draw.
Yeah, she could draw,
Guys
bro.
are so picky.
No. It's not about being picky. No.
It's hard out here for
You act like
women.
girls aren't picky. Girls are also extremely picky. Everyone should be allowed to be picky.
There's just picky people in general these days because we got so many options online.
You know,
Everyone's
Dan
swiping.
It's
who
not
eats
even just
donuts
the way
is a nice
you
guy
look,
who would give you the
though.
commitment and the
It's not even
title.
just the way you look. It's not
doesn't
even
have
about
those.
your appearance. Not just about your appearance.
It's everything.
In LA,
It's everything. It's everything.
Like, you can have your own stuff and you still not good enough.
100%.
To some guy.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You can have your own place, your own car, your health insurance. You're still
health
not. Yeah,
health insurance?
You're still not.
Health insurance? I know a guy named Greg Carey who would like to marry you.
Greg
Life
Carey.
Share the health
insurance.
insurance.
Yo,
Life
honestly,
insurance.
I might stay
You're
with a
still
girl if
not
she
good
knew the
enough.
Netflix password and I didn't. I might be like, yo, it's not worth
Oh my
resetting.
God.
It's not worth the reset. Bro, it's not easy to reset stuff. So let's get back to the commitment and the title.
Okay.
I appreciate, at least, and I'll say something, at least you guys are being very upfront about it.
Yes.
Okay, upfront. Now let me give you a concept that I expressed to my sisters as they were entering college. I was explaining to my sisters that, let's take this, sex. They were gonna have sex, and they were like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You will, trust me. Listen, it's college. One of you statistically." Herpes. Now,
Don't say that.
it's not me.
Just tell me,
I don't write the
careful.
rules. You know what I'm saying? One of them.
What was your experience?
Yo, listen.
He's just saying one of his sisters is wild.
Statistic.
Wild.
No, because we're a group of 5, and so when you
okay.
statistically, it's like one out
One
of every.
is
One out of
one.
five.
It's
gonna
always
be-
a problem.
it's not, and
with
it's
one
not,
of them,
and
or
I'm good.
two.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
gotta
good. And
guide them
so I'm
away
like,
from the dogs.
So
Sometimes
trust
you
me,
can't.
I threw. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about my sister. Like my brothers, I'm worried about. They're stupid.
Okay.
My sisters are.
They're not
the girls are
stupid.
normally ones
They're-
that have their
no,
head
they're
on
not.
straight.
They're not. They are. So here's the thing. I explained. As long as they don't regret their sexual encounter, you could date someone for a year and then like, oh, I can't believe I was with him. I hate him. Then that's a regrettable situation. If there was a guy that you met, you were on vacation, you were in France, you were in that Eiffel Tower, it started raining, you and Pierre are just talking, and the next thing you know, he spins around a lamppost and you kiss, and then you make passionate love back in Chateau Marmont Croissant, and you fly home in the morning, but every time you think of Pierre, you smile. Then that's a good sexual encounter. Now, this is the thing. When it comes to art, you know, like a Rembrandt, a Monet, whichever, and they're like $50 million, $100 million paintings that they auction at these big auction houses. You know how much that's worth now? It's worth $100 million. It's whoever has $100 million can purchase that painting. Now, when it comes to a painting being priceless, do you know what they do? When a painting is priceless, to remain priceless, they do not sell it. They do not auction it. They donate it to the most worthy. Those who deserve it get it. There is no exchange of monies whatsoever. It is the understanding that it will be well taken care of.
And there's no
I
title.
think that's beautiful.
And there's no title involved in that.
And that's the concept. It's the concept is if you're saying I do all these things with anyone that says they're my boyfriend, then you're just looking for a string of the boyfriend. Anyone is interchangeable in that situation. The concept of liking someone is that you have an intangible quality, a je ne sais quoi, something that if I'm like, oh, why do you like Charlena? She's beautiful, she's smart, she's nice. But anyone that's beautiful, smart, and nice would also interchangeably work. It's because she has a quality that I have not found in anyone else. She has the je ne sais quoi. She has that which is intangible. I cannot find it. It exists within her. I do not know. And that needs no title.
That was
That
some nice
is a
poetry.
commitment
Yeah, it was
of
good.
of want, not necessity, and that is the difference.
Can I kick my words of the week? You
Please,
inspired him.
Please.
This is George Corey. These are my words of the week. Fall in love with the person, not the idea or the title of the person.
That was also beautiful.
Bars.
So,
But can I?
yes, please, Christine.
Thank you. I just have a little rebuttal.
Oh, rebuttal. We like rebuttals.
I
know.
believe this je ne sais quoi that you speak of is
Sure.
a beautiful
Je ne
thing.
sais
That
quoi.
was je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a beautiful concept. However,
Merci.
being an engaged woman, being an almost married woman,
Congratulations.
thank you
Bon.
to he and I will say, I think that is the trap that a lot of people get caught up in, especially since it's so many options out here today. People get caught up in the one. And so when the person that they're dating, when it seems to not be as dreamy or as je ne sais quoi-ish
start having
as it was in the
problems.
beginning,
Sure.
then you're out and you're looking for another. Because I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people you can fall in love with. I fell in love with my fiance because he makes me laugh. Our souls connect. But do you think there are other men out there who won't make me laugh and who our souls won't
Yeah,
connect?
that's
He
us.
had-
I get it. You're describing. Here's the thing, Christina.
Yes.
Here's the
Tehran.
thing.
Is it
Let me
Tehran?
explain. It's
Tehran?
Tehran.
Well,
Tehran.
can she finish her point, though? You're going to say one more thing.
Yeah. Before she ruins everyone's lives. Please stop, George.
I want to hear it.
She's
Thank you.
speaking
I wanna hear it.
facts.
Okay, let me speak some more facts.
Okay.
What you're describing is a sensation. I'm not speaking of a sensation.
Okay.
I'm speaking of an interaction. They are two very different, however, not mutually exclusive things. Meaning that you can have an interaction with someone who has the je ne sais quoi, and sure, there are other people that can also make you laugh and smile. However, there's something particular about this person that you want them. You don't need them because then a relationship based on necessity is not a relationship at all, because as soon as that necessity no longer presents itself, it will negate itself. So going to the concept of where we are in what you're describing is this. If I want to be with you, no title, obviously, as we've seen, is going to prevent me from seeing someone else, cheating, whatever the situation is. It's because I want to. So every day I wake up and I'm with you, it's because I have chosen you. And that is the only tether necessary. No title, no definition, no boyfriend. And I'm only saying this within the confines of the lower standards of relationships. Marriage to me is different. It's a very different concept, right? That is also a title. And when, like, for example, you guys are getting married, where are you going to get married?
Alabama.
In what? Is it like a place? Is it a...
Yeah. It's not a church. It's a event venue.
See, that's the thing. You're not getting married in an venue. That's wrong. You're having a ceremony there. Where you're getting married is the courthouse. And do you know why you get married at the courthouse? Because it is a legal contract between two binding partners where they're joining into what would necessitate in any legal judicial term as a corporation, which is why you get tax breaks like a corporation would. You guys are entering a business agreement between each other and two people. And that's why it even has terms, right? That's why when it splits, especially when it's less than amicable, it goes to court. The concept is marriage as an idea is something where we have decided, societal, that it's a business plan, right? But that's why. So when I say titles, like calling someone their, how many boyfriends cheat on their girlfriends? How many girlfriends cheat on their boyfriends? You don't believe me? Ask Cardi B. I'm just saying, it's not me. I don't write the rules. I just read them.
Isn't that her husband?
Offset?
Oh, sorry. I thought they were married.
I think they're married. Does he think they married? I don't know. I don't know how they do. It's none of my business.
Chill, man.
To
He
each their
loves her.
own.
He
To
loves
each
her,
their
bro.
own.
He does.
Chill.
He loves her. He's just not perfect. I
Yeah,
guess.
he's not
Nobody
perfect.
is.
But that's
We're
why
two different type of women.
the
So
expectations
There you go.
of that title. That's the problem. Is the tether, right? When someone's like, "Oh, you're supposed to do that. You're my boyfriend." Like, now we just I need to let that go.
The way
Now I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
the way that man fought for her back, the way he fought for her back shows what it really was.
The
regardless
way
of the
he should have
titles.
not done it in the first place should have shown what it really was.
This is
That's
very
the
true.
concept.
Especially
Stop allowing
embarrassing.
that concept of, well, he's crying now. Okay, cry now.
How did he?
A lot of
I'm
sides.
sorry. I'm here. What did?
Yeah, we have a lot of shows where
He
people
got
cry.
caught like
Right, he got
texting
caught
other women
cheating.
or something.
But
Right?
how did he fight for her back? What did he do?
So
He popped up at her.
that part
her
was a little
performance.
extreme. He shouldn't have interrupted because it was the first time, and I think he acknowledges that she was headlining the Rolling Loud, I believe.
Yeah.
So he tried to say, "Take me back," throw flowers on stage, blah blah. But the part that I'm speaking on was owning what he did, making it a public apology. A lot of people, they shy away from
Yeah.
confrontation.
Bro, he had no
But-
choice. She was leaving.
but
If she
owning
had just
it,
forgiven him, he would have been back at it.
Saying,
Thank you.
Saying
I agree.
he,
I agree with him
saying
on
he
that.
wanted to be a better man for her, a better husband, and showing that, seeing that side. And again, no one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm not excusing what he did, but what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, no matter what anyone says or the labels, like when two people love each other, which the way I think they do, that was the bond that kind of superseded everything going
Listen,
around. People's opinions.
I don't have a problem with cheating
stuff.
Listen, it's not that they're adults. If they had a conversation where they were like, "Oh, I can see other people and you can't," and that's an agreement between them two, more power to them. It's that understanding hadn't been achieved. That's my only concern. It's like, obviously all this stuff
It
where we
hadn't
forgive,
been achieved,
Yo.
but what do you do from there?
that's my only thing. Is
Most-
they're adults. Adults, you can have a conversation about anything. You know what I'm saying? Within reason. You know what I'm saying?
Most men, I mean, he said, like, he went into details about what happened. Most men would just be in complete denial.
Sure, but you know what? Let me eradicate a myth. Most men wouldn't have done it. Like that's the problem, is that we think that it's allowable. Like, men
Or they're
do
not
this.
gonna get caught
They just
doing
don't
it.
do this.
Or if
You know
they
what I'm
do
saying?
it, they're not gonna get caught doing it.
Or it's a conversation. It's like, yo, this is who I am. Let me live. Can I live? Then you know who you're with. Like, nobody was getting mad at Hugh Hefner.
Oh, you're not living with me like that.
Do you see what I'm
Sorry.
saying? I know.
That's why.
I know. We already.
Yeah.
You're not living with you. You're not even getting the kids. Like, we're engaged, right?
But,
Like,
but
what?
speaking on that point, like,
it was on your cheek.
but
Like,
here's the thing, right? So they
Yeah,
both
my cheek is valuable.
yo.
they both had titles, and something like that could still happen.
Yeah.
So it's more about the bond.
Yeah, the
at the
bond.
end of the day,
Listen.
the bond.
I'm all about forgiveness. Listen, if a girl,
bond.
if she's, and this is what I hate when, like, oh, I can't believe she took him back. It's none of your business. You're not in that relationship.
You want to know something interesting?
Let people live.
I was in love once, and
Yeah, I didn't care.
Once.
And
really didn't
my
care.
girlfriend, one of the times I was in love, my girlfriend
Yeah.
cheated on me, and I didn't give her that chance back. She begged for it.
But
for
to be
like-
fair, it was with twins, bro. Can I just throw that
it
out
was an
there?
L. It was
Yo.
a double L.
It was with twins.
like an
She
X.
cheated- with twins.
She cheated on him with both the twins. Can we
Yeah.
just put that out there?
And it was,
Yo.
it was hard because
By
I'm
the way,
like,
this
yo,
was also high school. I just want to throw that out there too.
That was a
it's high
long
school
time
going
ago.
Okay.
into college.
Okay, I just want to.
So
it's the summer. It's the summer.
Other
before you
than
went to
that
college.
one mistake she made, she was dope.
Yeah,
And-
that one mistake. They've been together for 3 months, and then she cheated on him with
wasn't
twins.
3
bro.
months.
It was 3 months, bro.
And so looking back,
that's so
I see
cute.
myself
We've been friends
as a man
so long.
speaking to younger GK is what I've learned is nobody out there is
You
perfect.
just missed something Christina threw.
What? I didn't hear it.
She goes, "Oh, it's so cute. You've been friends for so long. Do you
It
understand?"
hasn't been that long.
Yo, do you know what that means, bro?
Stop. So
Yo, okay.
the point is,
So what's the point?
I've learned as I've matured to be more open to forgiveness and people's imperfections. Thus I call myself an imperfect gentleman. Because there is no such thing as a
that's-
perfect gentleman.
That's good.
But
You just can't
but
keep
as long
doing
as you
it, though.
realize,
You know that, right?
you can't
Like,
keep
you
doing
gotta
it.
stop at some point,
gotta
or
draw that
either
line.
you need to find a woman who's okay with you doing that.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
or a man. Let's not act like
Or a man.
men are the only ones who go out in these streets. Let's.
This is also very true.
So, if you had one last suggestion to all the men out there and the women out there who were listening to the show regarding titles and successful relationships, can you have a successful relationship without a title?
and this is to the men.
To everyone, well, specifically men. We're trying to be better men.
Can
Well,
she personally, or
Anyone.
Anyway. Well, I believe absolutely you can, as long as there is.
And that's the show, guys.
I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
We're not
She's
done.
not done.
I believe as long as there is mutual agreement and the two people know exactly what they're getting involved in,
Yes.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do I think you should? Well, you know.
Yeah. Non-believer. What do you think? Charlie Brown Eyes.
It just depends on the person. Whatever works for you works for you. For me, like I said, at this point in my life, no. Why are you laughing?
I understand that. No, because I understand that because this is what happens. It's a yesterday situation. Yesterday, when you had a lot of suitors, you know what I'm saying? Which you probably have a lot of suitors now. But what I'm saying, yesterday, when you were young, like there was this guy and then you were like, oh, I'm still trying to have fun. And now you're at a point where it's like, it's time to adult. And unfortunately,
I've always been a relationship girl.
All those people.
I've always been a relationship girl. I just wasn't. In the past, I didn't demand certain things like I am now because I'm older now, so I know exactly what I want.
I have a friend who's been in a relationship for 4 years with a man, and they have not had sex.
That's beautiful. He's gay and or cheating. Let's get to our Imperfect Gentleman of the Week. We thank you both for being on the show. I appreciate you very much. Where can people find you if you want to be found?
My Instagram is Charlie Brown Eyes.
And she lit, yo. She lit.
Yeah.
This is Christina, and Christina.
That is cute.
Christina is she's a part of the film that I wrote and produced,
that's
Sponsored, that I
amazing.
wanted to
What's
talk
the movie?
about.
What
it's
is
called
it?
Sponsored.
Yeah.
She plays Sam. I'm Sheena, and it's about these young women that want this lifestyle in Los Angeles, this LA lifestyle, the sponsored lifestyle, and they get themselves caught up in some trouble. A little bit of trouble, human trafficking or whatever, and yes, that's our thing. That's what we're doing.
And I'm a
That's
little
actually
scandalous.
that's
She's
amazing.
amazing in it.
It's a great.
That's amazing.
And
That's
And
great.
I've seen the trailer. The trailer's excellent.
Isn't it dope?
It's very dope,
so
and
good.
it's starting to get recognition. I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
And
it's real, and it actually
so-
happens to girls here all the
It
time.
happens all the time.
Yeah. Are you going to be posting updates? What's the best way for people to hear about the screenings and the developments with the film?
Just follow me on Instagram at Charlie Brown Eyes. I am creating a website for the film, and that's
Great.
where you can find out all the info.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
Christina's
Oh, I'm the Christina Weber.
Oh, because you're the
Christina.
Christina
The
Weber.
Christina
The
Weber.
Yeah.
Soon I'll be the Christina Taylor, so I got to think about that. But
That's interesting. You know
Yeah.
what? Actually, it's interesting because Persian culture, women don't change their last names. So I don't think I would ask a girl to change her last name to mine at all. It just would never even
Are you Persian?
have.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, cool.
are you Persian?
Lebanese.
Lebanese.
Yeah, Lebanese.
Lebanese. I'm half. My dad's Persian. My mom's
Well,
black.
Bravo called me
okay,
the
cool.
Persian Drake, so people
Yeah.
think I'm Persian,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm
He's
Lebanese.
Lebanese.
Okay.
But it's a cultural thing. It's just like
Yeah.
it's interesting. Imperfect Gentleman of the Week. Every week we pick an imperfect gentleman who embodies the characteristics of an imperfect gentleman. This week, of course, goes to
Nipsey Hussle, and I think
Yeah.
embodied beyond
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that man stood for. Not only what he stood for, but what he actually did for the community and the world is not going to be forgotten. And I hope that the movements he made are going to start a worldwide trend in all communities.
I mean, they were kind of forgotten when he was alive, but all of a sudden he's dead. Everyone loves him and loves his music. I was never a huge fan of the music, but I was always a huge fan of him as a person.
Yeah.
And I appreciate him as a person because I really liked the things that he stood for, the way he acted and carried himself.
I, on the
that-
other hand, was a
That
big
gentleman.
gentleman
gangster.
for sure. And I was a big fan of the music,
Me
and
too.
I actually felt
Yeah, you're
too.
from LA.
with
but
Victory Lap,
was going
which was
places.
That was his
Grammy
best one.
nominated.
He's been working.
Yeah.
Excellent record, and I'm so glad that he got to have a major release come out like that one, so people could really hear his level of skill.
He was the voice of the West Coast.
Yeah. Big 100%. 100%. I mean, he definitely took up that mantle and it was strong.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
Yes.
peace, Nipsey
God bless
Hussle.
your family.
That's a horrible way to go, especially he got shot in front of everything he built in his life all at the same time. I feel bad for Lauren London.
You know,
Everyone.
yeah, and you know,
so personal.
Sheesh.
I just hope they get whoever did it.
yeah.
They're gonna
yeah,
catch.
he's
They're
correct.
gonna. Someone's gonna get him.
But everyone, like every time a celebrity dies, I feel like everyone just posts them, oh, rest in peace, or try and
No,
relate
this
to
is
him.
different.
This
This
hit,
one's
this
different.
hit
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
people who really knew who he was, not
Yeah.
even have to
Yeah.
know him. it hit you very differently because this was a man with a soul that was probably 1 million years old.
But you see, that is so important, and it shows you like the way that you live is not just for you. Like it's for other people, because now that he's gone, you know, we're not looking at him like, oh, that's just another celebrity.
No, he's a legend.
You know, like
he's a legend. So
he
went out as a legend.
Amazing.
So, yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. I hope people care when I die. You know what I'm saying? When shit like this happens, I'm like,
the people that know you and love you will
George
care.
is gonna be busy writing poetry to my. Okay, so let's.
Oh my goodness,
I'm not.
If you don't know who I am Teron. Literally at I am Teron all across the board. Find me on social media: IG, Twitter, Facebook, tweet, whatever you call it. And of course, I'm alongside
Mr. George Corey. Just only find me on Instagram. That's where I want to be found.
Yo, because that's the numbers that count.
Can you spell my last name?
That's Khouri, and we are
Imperfect
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Remember, nobody's perfect but us. Martin on the board.